If you were just handpicked to run for office, how do you react to such things?
Well, it's not the truth. Everybody knows that elections in Nigeria is guided by the constitution of the country and then the Electoral Act. So the constitution of our own party stated very clearly the ways to select candidates. It says there is the possibility of consensus, possibility of direct primaries, and possibility of indirect. Now we used to have indirect. Indirect means party executives from the state executive council and so on and so forth are people that gather to select. Now for Lagos in 2014, that was probably about 5,000 people. But this time around, we're saying direct. Every card-carrying member of our party has the opportunity to choose his own candidate. That's the easiest way and the best democratic. Now that took place. Television covered it. People went there and voted. And our opposition, who sat in one room and chose their own candidate, are now complaining. It's a sad commentary. The reality is every card-carrying member of our party decided to vote. So Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu has 970,000 votes. And he became the candidate. So, and it is his prerogative as a candidate to choose his only mate. And he chose me. So the notion that we were unpicked, as if there was no primary, there was nothing, I think is just far away from the truth. And, we must face the reality.
All right, confirm to us that the party, of course, the leaders and elders of the party are not connected to the people who were all over videos that were trending and they were screaming, oh, Sanwo-Olu Lamadibo, don't vote for any other person or don't queue for any other person and all of that. Those videos were trending. Confirm to us that the leaders of the party and the people who actually, monitor the things that happen in the party were not, directly connected to that.
Well, why would they not be connected? Look at it. As a party member, as leader of a party, they are entitled to their own vote.
So it's politicking,
It's exactly. So we cannot disenfranchise anybody.
Right.
So as a citizen, as a party member, I have the right to support a candidate. I have the right to converse for him.
And
I have to lobby. Exactly. So that is what democracy gave us. We all agreed as a people that we want constitutional democracy. Right. We must live with it. We can't have democracy without having Democrats. So what our party has done is to follow the principle of democracy. Allow people to go around. So every one of them will go and meet a leader this, leader that, party this, party that, to convince them that I'm your candidate. The moment you are able to convince me, then it's for me to spread the message that, okay, I have a group. My group, please go and vote for Mr. A. Don't vote for Mr. B because of ABC. So it's part of politics. And we must improve our political credentials if we really want to be a democratic country. So what that means is I have the right to lobby. I have the right to actually do whatever I think is necessary within the law and that is legal to convince my party members to say, I want Mr. Sanwo-Olu or I want Mr. whatever. So, and that's exactly what happened. Our leaders were called upon. He visited a lot of them at night, in the morning, and so on, to convince them of the need, based on his experience in governance, to say that I'm the right person to take this state to a greater height. And, fortunately for him, they buy into it, party members bought into it, and we are where we are now.
So at what point did you decide to run on that same ticket?
Well, the moment he called me, I've known him, we've been members of the same
But you were
council.
running for the same office.
Yes, but in politics and in everything in life, you look at the situation and you make a decision.
Right.
So the decision for me was very straightforward. When Mr. Sanwo-Olu came up, it was easy for me to say, oh, this is a man that I know. I've known him for over 15 years. This is a man that I believe has the quality and the integrity to do what I believe is right. And therefore, does it make sense for us, for both of us, to be on that street? So let me step down. And that's exactly what I did. It was a personal decision that I made, and I decided to step down. I think that's part of the reasons he considered me for his own. I don't know, but those are I've never asked him, but I'm sure it's part of the reasons.
All right, this is the Daily Report. The messages are dropping. Remember, you can